This is something I just found out about 20 minutes ago. Rapper DMX, who had his best days as far as commercial success in the late 90s, early 2000s, was sort of seen as a successor to Tupac Shakur in many ways. I think his first 5 albums debuted at #1. I remember in the calendar year 1998, he had 2 chart-topping records, albums to come out. One of my favorite songs, I think, came out in 2001. Who We Be, you know, dun it, 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 dun it. But anyway, DMX nearly died yesterday. He came as close as death. He came about as close to death as you can actually get to without actually dying. Supposedly, witnesses saw him ingest a white powdery substance before he collapsed. And he collapsed outside of I think it was a Ramada Inn in Yonkers. And police officers came to the scene and performed CPR and then gave him something I think called Narcan, which is supposed like an antidote to narcotic drug overdoses. It counters the effects of narcotic drug overdoses, and that was able to bring him back. But when they found him, he had no pulse. He was not breathing, no pulse. He was basically dead, clinically dead. I don't know whether you would say clinically dead unless you're in the hospital and the doctors declare you clinically dead. But basically, all intents and purposes, let's just use the term clinically dead. And it was able to bring him back. So this is one instance where cops saved a black guy's life. But he's recovering in the hospital. Their story, DMX's and his people's story, is that he had an asthma attack, and he's had problems with asthma. But the evidence points to he had a narcotics drug overdose, and this points to a problem that has destruct the celebrity community. I mean, really, America in general. I mean, you see the problems going on in, what is it, New Hampshire, all these people, that's, I think, the second leading cause of death in that state is narcotics overdoses. But in celebrity culture, you see so many people that have died from drug overdoses. Lenny Bruce, Richard Pryor had his problems with drugs. Chris Farley overdosed. Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, Jim Morrison, Whitney Houston, her daughter, Amy Winehouse. The list goes on and on and on as far as people that have succumbed to drug overdoses. Not DMX, ODB. Supposedly Pimp C, but let's say Pimp C to add him to this list. But, Big Mo, some people might not remember him. He was a Houston rapper. So, I mean, it's just so many different people. What's the guy name? I think his name was DJ Screw. I mean, so many people who have lost their lives through the drug overdoses that have entertained us over the years. And it's a serious problem, man. And while they was able to treat DMX this particular time, what happens if he overdoses again and he loses consciousness, but he's alone, and people, he's discovered 3 hours later instead of 3 minutes later. Then after, if that was the case, then, Michael Jackson, it's another person. If help's not brought to him immediately, he doesn't fix his problem, his life, his drug addiction, all of us going to be making videos talking about DMX in the past tense.